All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Gen716 back here again, and today I want to talk to you guys about is the Mario Addison signing, right? We signed him to a 3-year, $20 million deal. Way 15 million dollars is already guaranteed for him. 14 is already going to be guaranteed in his first year contract. Um, is he worth the upgrade, right? Is he an upgrade from Shaq Lawson? Is he that pass rusher that we're looking for? Is he that overall player compared to Shaq Lawson? Um, a guy who was really really productive, even though he was in the last year of his contract. He was seeking for that money. He had a very very productive season. So is Mario Addison the guy um, that is an upgrade? Can he be that type of pass rusher that the Buffalo Bills have been seeking? Because Jerry Hughes, he's on his last leg. He's a guy who's been productive. He's been getting after the quarterback, but not that pass rusher that we need. Is Mario Addison that guy? Um, and if you look at Mario Addison's numbers, right? If you look at the sack production, you look at him and say, "Oh yeah, he's definitely that guy," right? This is the guy that had 9.5 sacks last year. The previous year, he's had that consistent number of getting over at least 8 sacks over the last 3 years. He had that one year, I think, a couple seasons ago, where he had 11 sacks. I think that was actually last season he had 11 sacks. Could be wrong about that, but I definitely know he had 11 sacks either in 2018 or maybe 2017. But yeah, Mario Addison, he's been one of the more productive pass rushers in the league over the last 4 to 5 years. He's been one of Carolina's, no, he has been the best pass rusher for the Carolina Panthers over the last 4 to 5 years with Kawan Short. So yeah, he is a guy. He's not an elite run. He's not a run stuffer. He's not a run defender like Shaq Lawson is. Shaq Lawson is a phenomenal, probably a borderline elite run defender. He can set the edge very, very well, which is very important because he takes one side of the field away compared to he takes one side of the field away when it comes to the run game, and he can get after the passer. But Mario Addison's a pure pass rusher. He's a pure pass rusher, not a horrible. He's actually a horrible run defender. I got to be honest. He's not a really good run defender, but an elite pass rusher. Um, I will say the thing about Mario Addison is that they did sign him to 3 years. He is 32 years of age. Now, I will say this. He's been productive at the age of 32. You're starting to see a lot more pass rushers, even at their early 30s to even their mid 30s. They start to be very, very productive even then, right? Justin Houston's a perfect example, right? Justin Houston's around 33, 34 years of age. Justin Houston was still productive as a pass rusher last year because he had over 11 sacks. You look at Calais Campbell. He's in his mid 30s now. He's still one of the best pass rushers in the league. Um, right? Cameron Wake, he's the guy the Titans were just released, but in his mid 30s, Cameron Wake was still a nightmare, especially as a sack master because he took care of his body. So, as long as Mario Addison's taking proper care of his body, he can still be that elite pass rusher that we're looking for. Again, you're pairing him up a little bit with Jerry Hughes. That's a really great combination. Now, some people say that he's going to take the role of Shaq Lawson as far as being that rotational guy that's just a pure pass rusher. I don't really agree with that. I think he's better than Trent Murphy. I will say that. He's way better than Trent Murphy. Trent Murphy should be the rotational type of guy. And even then, Trent Murphy is he's a pass rusher, but he's not really a run defender like Shaq Lawson is. So they can address that. Obviously, they can address that in free agency by trying to get a really really good run edge defender, or maybe addressing that in the draft. There are some guys that are really really good edge defenders that I think will be really good edge defenders in the NFL level compared to the pass rush level. But obviously, Mario Addison, they brought him in there because he knows the Sean McDermott system. He's played under it before. He's played under it for around 3 years with Sean McDermott. And, of course, he brings that leadership presence into your locker room. And he's a really, really good pass rusher compared, with Jerry Hughes. So, I really like that move right there. I like the move of signing Mario Addison. Again, could they still brought back Shaq Lawson back? They did offer him a contract. Shaq Lawson couldn't pass up the Miami Dolphins contract. And I agree with that, to be honest with you. Again, Shaq Lawson, he wanted to do what's best for his family. And, again, 3 years, $30 million, and then $20 million is guaranteed for Shaq. That's a great deal for him. He had to take it. I know Buffalo offered him somewhere around the $20 million ballpark. But obviously they couldn't get that done. So they went ahead and tried to get a guy like Mario Addison, a guy that brings leadership presence to your locker room, but is a little bit of an upgrade as far as, rushing the passer. Buffalo wasn't bad at the pass rushing department, but they need to get better there. They got better at the pass rushing department. They need to try to get back and address that, address that edge defending the presence, because that was really huge, right? Our run defense hasn't been really good over the last 4 to 5 years. It was good this season. Part of it was because Shaq Lawson, as a great edge defender, when he was in, he literally took a side of the field away. So we need to get back and address that presence. But overall, I like the upgrade with Mario Addison. I think there is an age concern he's going to be 33. I think he's going to be I think he's 32 or 33 years of age going into the next season. So that's the concern there. But again, overall wise, if he can keep up the numbers as far as being productive of rushing the quarterback, I think we'll be fine overall at the defensive line position. So let me guys know how did you guys feel? Is Mario Addison an upgrade as far as making the defensive line overall better, or are they just still the same? Because Shaq Lawson, he had a huge impact at the run department, but Mario Addison has a huge impact at the pass rush department. You guys can just let me know how you guys felt about Mario Addison. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Well, at least for now. There's more crazy stuff in free agency, so I'll be back later on with more content for you guys. Anyway, this is Just 116. I'm going to catch you guys in a bit. Peace.